Yeah, I'm aerating the pond a little bit today. Don't really need a whole lot. I do it during bedding season for the bass. I hope to show you a couple of beds. You see the weeds and stuff at the end by the road there. That's one spring about 50 yards up the hill. It runs 24/7. And in the corner there I have another spring that puts fresh water in it 24/7. And there's my overflow pipes. So my water level stays one level the whole time. And if we get a heavy rain, those overflow pipes take over. Let's see if we can get a bass bed or two. There's one bass bed there. And what happens is the male makes the bed and he tries to attract the female over to lay her eggs. And it may take him a little while to attract the right female over, but he's real gentle with her. Kind of romantic. He rubs up against her, they rub tails, they circle each other, and he'll try to attract her over to the bed. He'll clear all the leaves off and get down to the sand and rock. There's another bed there. He was on it a little while ago. He's pretty good size. I have regular largemouth bass, and then I have a hybrid that's a Florida bass and a northern largemouth bass. Combined. They're called hybrid bass. Very aggressive. When you got a small pond like this, under an acre, just shy of an acre, you want aggressive bass, because after a while they won't hit a lure, but these will. And you may be wondering how I know that's a bed. Is because he clears the sand and the leaves off to get down to the rock, and that's where the female will lay her eggs. But the male makes the bed. Yeah, he's a worker. And if you see up and down there, there's little bass beds. I don't notice, if you notice, there are a bunch of minnows. Either brim or possibly even bass. Could be the catfish, but I don't really have any tree stumps or anything for them to spawn. I do have a down deck that they can get under and spawn, and that's maybe what they've been doing. Yeah, there's a bunch of minnows there. I don't know if it's going to come out on camera or not, but that's a sign of a healthy pond. I like seeing new life. There's a big old cat right there. He's hanging around that bass bed. There he goes. There he is. He's a big one. He's coming out next weekend. We're going to have a fish fry. Got to get a few of these big ones out. You can see that bed right there. I enjoy raising fish. It's for me it was hit and miss. I've got probably now about 150 catfish in here, about 40 bass, and probably a couple of hundred brim and 5 carp. But it's been a challenge, but I try to keep it as natural as possible. Those are cattails right there, if you didn't know. But I use very little chemical, if any at all. Since I've gotten the carp, I haven't had to use any. You might be able to see those cats running right there. I've got some good sized cats, 8 to 10 pounds a few, which I'm gonna be taking out. That's another bass bed. And then up there's another bass bed. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a male on that. There he goes. Hope that came out. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a tail of something on that bed. Yeah. Here comes that catfish. Come on, show yourself. See, my pond's kind of shaped like a bathtub. It's got about 2 or 3 feet and then straight down. And when my fish get too old and too big and won't hit live bait or a lure, I bow hunt them out. You talk about hunting, try to hit a 8 to 10 pound, 12 pound cat or bass with a bow. There's a bass. There's a bass and a brown. Yeah, he's turning around. He wants to get back on his bed. Hope that comes out. There he goes. There's some brim. Yeah, I bow hunt them out. Takes a lot of practice, folks. I don't do a whole lot of hunting in my old age, but I will get the older bass out and the cats with a bow. Used to do a lot of hunting in my younger days. Now I just more or less enjoy the wildlife, nature. That's a duck feeder. That's the house up there. Yeah, see, we're kind of on a hill and the pond's down at the bottom. Y'all have a good day.